Okay, group, when she talks about the challenges facing the state, you all agreed with her. When she said that Harry Reid was responsible, that's where the split came. By a show of hands, how many of you would say that the state is really suffering? Really suffering. So we all agree that there's a problem here. Can't we hold Reid somewhat responsible for it?
I easily hold him a lot responsible for it.
I'm not asking for a lot. How many of you would say that he's somewhat responsible? Would you support him?
Yes, I support him because I want someone seasoned to fight for Nevada, plain and simple.
I support him because he's looking after a certain sector of jobs for us.
The fact of the matter is that you support him because he's a Democrat like you, but the fact of the matter is that he needs to be held accountable. He can't take all of the credit and, once again, none of the blame.
First of all, I'm president of the National Black Republican Roundtable. I've been a Republican for over 25 years, but I'm what you call a reasonable Republican. Nobody gets to tell me who to vote for. I don't care what's behind your name, an R, a D, a I, a G, or whatever.
Every citizen in Nevada is responsible for who we elect and how we challenge our leaders.
I agree. No, I think that he's just been supporting and supporting and supporting. In the past, he was good, and now, you know, yeah, he's partly responsible.
Bottom line is no one single person is going to fix this problem, but I would rather have somebody in there that's going to slow down, stop spending all our money, stop trying to tax us, and stop trying to think you know better than we do.
Okay,
Yes.
so
Absolutely. Yes.
okay, so what I want you all at home to see one of the attacks that Harry Reid is running against Sharon Angle. This is a 30-second ad. It does very well among Reid supporters, and it suggests that Sharon Angle is too extreme. Let's take a look.
Sharon Angle voted against background checks to identify sex predators. She's against enforcing restraining orders that protect victims of domestic violence. She says rape victims should be forced to have the baby. Sharon Angle would wipe out Social Security, Medicare, and she'd privatize the VA.
Okay, so you tell me, is Angle too extreme?
No.
Yes.
Far too extreme, because we're seeing the coached Angle now, not the real Sharon Angle, who had these radical ideas many years ago.
No, absolutely. The debate really showed what she is very reasonable.
We've seen the real Reid, and Angle is what we need for Nevada.
Absolutely not.
We did look like a
We'll be going backwards.
Are those radical ideas less government?
No, that's
She's
not.
been preaching less government
that's
for
not.
years.
That's not the
never voted for a
extremist.
tax increase.
That's not the extreme part of it. The extreme parts are the other things that she has said and done, and she couches it in very good terms. But she's dangerous. She's dangerous.
Like if you destroy an eagle's egg, you go to jail. If you destroy a human egg, you get supported by the government.
Come on, Jack.
Privatizing Social Security. Privatizing Social Security is crazy. Supporting Yucca Mountain is crazy. She is extreme.
We've seen extreme since 2006 when the Democrats took over. I know what extreme is.
Okay, Sean, I want to show one more ad because, quite frankly, anytime that Viagra enters into politics, I'm interested in the result. Let's take a look.
Want to know just how out of touch Harry Reid is? Spending $787 billion on a stimulus that failed is a start. Or Reid voting to give illegal aliens special tax breaks and Social Security benefits is another big clue. But here's the kicker. Reid actually voted to use taxpayer dollars to pay for Viagra for convicted child molesters and sex offenders.
So I got to ask you guys, are you up for the Viagra ad?
Ridiculous, ridiculous, ridiculous.
This is the perfect example of why most of us are now muting the TV when all of these ads come on from both sides. They're getting away from the issues and just wasting our time on garbage.
Absolutely.
The Viagra ad was very misleading. You know, and 2,000-plus page bill. That was one little piece of it. That's one of the misleading ads.
But my understanding is that there was an amendment that he could have voted for, would have taken it out of there.
Sure. These commercials are silly. They're getting ridiculous. She's a change. She's somebody different. I'm not a huge supporter, but it's time to make a move and do something different.
How many Angle supporters would tell Sharon Angle remove that ad? It's not. And these are Angle supporters. So maybe she's making a mistake in this campaign. Andy?
Now, Frank, let's remember what Nancy Pelosi said. She said, first we must pass the bill before we know what's in it. They should have read it. They should have read it.
In those ads, she looks Nevada in the eye and she lies. And you can't get all of your information from AM talk radio.
Come on.
Everybody has been talking about Reid, Angle. How about Nevadans don't really have a clear choice? I am a lifelong Democrat. I do not vote party. I'm going to hold my nose and vote for Harry Reid for this reason only. In 2008, people screamed they wanted change, and they voted for Obama, whom I did not. They got the change, and look at what happened. Reid, as you have pointed out, is the most powerful man in the United States Senate. She will have zero power and authority.
Listen, I'll tell you something. If all these politicians would totally take every ad off, or if one of them did, they would get a ton of votes.
So how many of you, by show of hands, would tell both Senate candidates, stop the negativity?
Stop it. Yeah.
How many of you, by show of hands, would say to these candidates, don't tell me what's wrong with your opponent, tell me what's right with you?
Exactly.
How many of you would tell Harry Reid and Sharon Angle, you owe Nevada one more debate?
Yes. No. Well, we know enough.
Well,
we've heard enough.
Sean, we got consensus on 2 out of the 3, even if we don't have silence from the group at the end. I gotta say, I love Nevada. I hope it comes back. I love spending time here because you gotta give them credit. They're about the feistiest voters in America.
We love you too.
Back to you.